All right, Jaybo here. I'm on location at kind of the open air facility. All right, so the boys are up in the garage working on Death Pumpkin, I believe. Anyway, the other day I had to pick up a battery for my wife's little blue car, 65 Barracuda. And I mindlessly just grabbed a Group 24 battery, threw it in the cart, and you know what? It was about $170, tax, title, license, whatever. I mean, when the smoke cleared. So kind of expensive, but whatever. I ate it. All right, so a race car, if you have a car that, well, actually, you know, a car that sees drag strip duty, you're gonna want that car to weigh as little as possible. So some stuff is just along for the ride, like the battery. Okay, you can't necessarily get rid of the battery, but what you can do is you can actually move the battery to the area where it would serve a better purpose. So in this case, you can actually locate that weight to the back of the car over the drive wheels. Okay, so but that comes with an expense. A good kit, you know, with the switch and the heavy wires and the box and the grommets and the connections and all that stuff, you could probably spend about $400 on a relocation kit. Me and Blake and my wife, we owned you know, kind of a small stable of Dodge Neons, and they were good daily driver type vehicles. Anyway, every once in a while you need to replace a battery in one of those. And at the time I belonged to a forum known as neons.org, and I'd read little tips and tricks and whatever. It was just a wealth of knowledge. But a lot of guys were actually installing lawn tractor batteries in their Neons, and I thought, well, what the hell, I'll try it. So every one of my Neons ended up getting a lawn tractor battery under the hood, and that was kind of cool because they were cheap. Typically a lawn tractor battery would last me, I'd say, average of 4 years. And then the coldest temperature I ever started one up with at what? Anyway, the coldest temperature I ever started a Neon up with a lawn tractor battery was probably 20 degrees below zero. But anyway, here's our Project D50, and as you can see, we've got a lawn tractor battery installed in it. And just for the hell of it, I'll go ahead and I'll twist the key. I won't actually start it because this thing's kind of a pain in the ass. But oh, what the hell? But anyway, started it right up. What the hell was that? I can't believe it's running, but I had it started the other day. But what the hell? That's weird. Anyway, I'm in shock. I'm in shock right now. That's weird. Weird as hell. I wasn't expecting that. This thing's got carburetor issues. And that brings us to the Dodge Charger. So battery's already in the trunk, right from the factory. Yeah, pretty cool. So anyway, you know, it might be an option for you know, a cheap battery relocation kit. So anyway, something to think about. Here's my lawnmower, and it's got I actually installed this battery back in 22, it says, but I picked this rig up back in 2012, and it had a Husky battery in it. Probably not the original battery, but it lasted quite a while. So, you know, lawnmower. Anyway, here's our subject today. So this is Brenda's other car. It's a 98 Dodge Dakota 5.9 RT, and you know, I've been trying to nurse the battery back to health, but it's just there's just nothing. There's just no bringing it back. It's, you know, I'll charge and it just shows 10 volts, and then we just don't drive this thing enough, really. So what I decided was, went back over to Walmart, picked up a lawn tractor battery. So now, back in the day, I used to be able to pick these things up for 25, 30 bucks. Okay, they have, okay, let me get back to this. Okay, so they have I think 4 different styles of the lawn tractor battery, and this one is, I usually pick up the 340 cranking amp battery. I just feel that they're a little bit, you know, stronger, I guess, or whatever. They make a 275 version and a 230 version, and they're priced accordingly. So I think the 230 is actually like close to 25, 26 bucks. The 275 cranking amp battery is about, what the hell was it? I think it was like $35 or so. And then this one here, what the hell, it was 49. I got the receipt here, I think. Yeah, 49.87, whatever. So it's really cheaper than, you know, $170, and I wasn't going to do that again. I checked on this. Well, one of the reasons why I kind of did this was because they didn't have this Group 27, and it was going to end up being about $170, you know, right out the door. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and install this. Then we'll fire this thing up and see how it does. Let me get one thing straight here, okay? So the way I attach it is I use these little holes here in the side. And now, since this is metric, it uses these little teeny battery clamp bolts. So they actually fit in the hole all right. But if you're using like a regular, you know, bigger USA clamp or whatever, the bolt size is probably more like 1/4 and in order to get that to comfortably go under there, you may have to take a drill, and I usually take like a 5/16 drill bit, and I'll drill that out. It drills right through it. It's made out of lead. It's really easy to drill. So all right, so before I get at it, I want to show you just a weight comparison. Okay, so like okay, so one alternative would be maybe grabbing a lithium battery for your race car or whatever, but that way you could actually install the battery up front. Those things weigh, I don't know, like 7 pounds or something. They're really, really light. But they come at an expense, and you're looking at maybe, for a good quality unit, like between $400 and $600. This is an alternative, okay? So let's take a look at what this weighs. All right. So as you can see, I'm getting a weight of about 15 pounds. All right. So we'll compare that to this behemoth, and it looks like 47 pounds. I don't know, I'm no mathologist, but that's about 30 pounds. That's a lot. So, and it's all over the front of the car where you don't want it. So anyway, yeah, there you go. A lithium battery, like I said, I believe they're like 7 pounds, 7 pounds. I don't know, they're light, but they come at the expense. Like I said, that was 50 bucks. All right, here we go. So this is Brenda's little truck. She bought this back in 2000. So we've owned this for, well, do the math, 23 years, right? It's 2023. She's really enjoyed it. So it was 1998. That was first year for the Dodge Dakota RT. You know, first year that they put the 360 in the Dodge Dakota, which, you know, about time. But so this is one of 1,400 that they did that to. This one's actually one of 93 that's a red regular cab. So it's kind of got that going for it. Anyway, yeah, my wife picked it up actually back in, like I said, 2000. She was in kind of an antique mall business or whatever, and so she anticipated needing a pickup truck. She looked at a Ford, and I said, hey, no way, baby. But it was a nice enough truck. But I'd kind of read about these before they came out, and just sounded like it was going to be a little more fun. So anyway, she went and actually found one. So she went and looked at this. She actually found one at a dealership near us, and she test drove it, and then she came back home and said, I know why you want me to get that truck. And I'm like, why? And she goes, because that son of a bitch goes like hell. And I go, it does? Like I had no idea. But anyway, for back then in 1998, pretty respectful, I guess. But by today's standards, it's kind of a little bit more on the sluggish side. We've raced this truck before, and it actually, what I think our best ET was, I think a 1508. So we were way down in the low 15s with it. So fun truck to drive. What's going on here? Is anything going on? Oh, what is going on? There we go. Yeah, they kind of dink the very ends of these bolts, so it made the removal a little bit difficult and the installation a little bit difficult. So there you go. So there you go. You don't really need, you don't need any special hands. Just just use your existing clamps. They go right on. You got plenty of contact, you know, as much as you're going to get probably. So all right, so yeah, so this thing here is dead cold. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start it up, see what it does. So yeah, there you have it. You know, I tell you what, from what I gather, a lawn tractor battery will start even a 440. You know, it started this 5.9 up. I guess I wish I would have thought about this before I bought that battery for Brenda's little Barracuda, because I would have probably stuck one of these in it too as well. You know, these two vehicles just don't see a lot of service, but so anyway, it's just kind of a cheaper alternative, kind of a compromise as far as weight goes. You know, one thing you're gonna want to watch your just stay the tune on your vehicle. So as long as the fuel pressure, like in this case, we put a new fuel pump in it, but you want to make sure that the fuel filter is clean. If your vehicle takes a while to crank over, well, that's gonna probably affect the capacity of the battery. So this thing here starts right up usually. The D50, I really wasn't expecting that to start at all, but it did. I mean, that's kind of cool. But anyway, and don't be a moron and leave your headlights on, because like I said, you don't have a lot of capacity with this thing. So anyway, it is what it is. There you go. I believe I can make the factory hold now and work on this. So I'll go ahead and do that. But anyway, until next time. Whatever. I hope this video wasn't too disappointing. You know, I'd apologize in advance, but this is the end of the video. So later. Crikey, a Stinkfoot McGee out in his natural habitat. Whatever, big Stinkfoot.
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
There's a big moron and a little moron, and they were on the roof of a house, and the little moron fell off, or the big moron fell off. How come the little one didn't?
He was moron.
He was a little moron.
Stop!